The crypto market's going absolutely insane right now, with Bitcoin nearly at its highest point ever. As we can all see, it's roughly 99,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. Ethereum today is finally going for a juicy pump, but more excitingly, BNB has started to pick up the pace. All right, we all got excited for a Solana all-time high yesterday, XRP finally going above $1.60, but BNB today is finally picking up the pace after not doing anything for many months. But in my head, right, the most important out of everything is Dogecoin. Why? Right now we've got a Dogecoin position open. You can see quickly here our trades, right? XRP right now is in roughly, I'm going to say 33K profit on $1,500. 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘, one of the worst ones, $1,500 profit. Cardano is the craziest trade I've done in a while. $80 to $1,300. And we did this live in a trade update a few days back. So this is all live. Bitcoin, $3,000 into roughly 27 or 28,000. Dogecoin, $1,000. This is why it gets crazy, right? $1,000 in. We already pulled $9,000 out, and we still have 24.3K worth of profit on this trade right now. So the little trade update that I've got here for you, and I was almost ashamed to show you guys this because I didn't think it was enough. But now that I'm looking at these numbers, it is actually really cool. $1,000 into Dogecoin at 13 cents, right now sitting at 46 cents. This has actually been one of the best trades in a long while. Obviously, we've got ourselves the $1,300 to 40,000 with Bitcoin also. But I think with Dogecoin, it's way cooler because Bitcoin took many months. Dogecoin took like 3 weeks or maybe even 2 weeks. Just really, really crazy on Dogecoin here. And again, I told a lot of people, if you're comfortable, just sell a little bit of your position every now and then at these ridiculously high prices because, well, if you've done well for yourself, you've been following along with the trades, it is fine for you to do so. Just like on 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗃, we were talking about it yesterday. Right now, you could have actually bought a pretty juicy dip from these high points, right? You could have bought XRP right now at about 8.5% discount or so. And I think after a really short amount of time here, we'll see that whoever was buying within this region will again be able to flip it into a juicy amount of profit. Right now, the price is back to 157 or so. Again, it depends obviously on where Bitcoin is going to go. Guys, before we move on, if you've not done it yet, make sure you go ahead and press the like button on this video. And if you're also looking to trade crypto, check out the link down below to 𝗏𝗏𝗀. As right now, we've got a nice sign-up campaign going on where, again, if you make an account and you deposit something, you get a 10% cash back. Up to $500, and the more you trade, the more you get. For example, you might even be able to win yourself a Tesla, I guess, or maybe more. Some of you guys are saying, I need a bike. Well, you can. Just check it out with the link down below to 𝗏𝗏𝗀. You can use it from anywhere in the world. So yeah, check it out. Also, by using the link down below, you're joining my team. We right now are in, 17th place on the P&L and on the team trading. We were in 60-something before. Right now, we're at 36. I keep saying we need to win this, guys. Whatever money we win, I want to double it, right? So we need to get into the top 3, guys. Let's freaking go. But let me refresh back into y'all's memories a little bit, what I think is going to happen to some of our favorite coins. I mean, right now today, things have been going so freaking crazy that I'm even almost scared. Things are going way too good. But let me quickly put up some price predictions for y'all. For Dogecoin, for example, I've said it many times, right? But I think a $3 Doge this run is not too crazy to think of. People keep looking at me when I say that and say, Dusty, what are you talking about? $3 per Dogecoin? Are you mad? And I respond back saying, I don't think it's that high. Like, I literally do not think going, let's say, almost a 7x or so from here, a 6x from Dogecoin, you know, in peak bull market is that crazy, is the biggest meme coin out there. And from no perspective does it sound unreasonable. Just like how for XRP, I expect the price to still do about an 8, maybe to 10x from here. $16 per XRP. People find it crazy, but I really don't. Just like how Solana, I see a 4x pretty easily. I mean, right now, Solana is in a prime position, but it's already gained a lot, right? It was like, how much? $8 earlier in the cycle, like a year or two ago. I look back at some of my videos about Solana back in 2022 at the end, I believe. I believe it was at the end. Oh, maybe the end of 2022. It was like somewhere like $8, something like that. It's just crazy, crazy times. Ethereum, it's man, I see a $10,000, maybe $12,000 Ethereum, but it's a slow gainer. It's a slow one, right? I mean, right now our trades. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you one thing. This Ethereum trade right here, all right? So Bitcoin was in maximum, like, I think all these trades together were at minus 60 or some $1,000 before. By the way, you see, this is why you sometimes sell. You can see how the price is coming down. It's okay. Maybe you can get yourself a cheaper price later on, but also just secure some profits is good. So this WIF position was at minus $9,000, I think, yesterday, or at least minus 7.5. This XRP was in minus, I don't know, like a few $1,000. Right now it's plus 25. But most interestingly, the Ethereum trade here, we got about $8,000 in, an $80,000 trade. This was at minus 25 bands before, minus $25,000. again, on $8,000 that we put in. So it's actually pretty cool that it's right now in $10,000 worth of profit with a little bit of funding fees paid. Just because of the idea that I was very, very big in the minus before. I bought my way back down a little bit, but you can see my average price was $3,080 because at some point the trade was like $150K worth. And I realized that if I'm up in all the trades here, to not get liquidated in case a massive crash happened, I needed to have at least, I think, $1.5 or some million to act as margin, which I obviously did not want to keep adding to. So I was like, you know what, let's wait for prices to recoup, which they did. And that's the funny thing, right? People keep thinking that prices will never go back up to some target. That's what some people think, and some others have way too bullish of a target. Mine are always quite neutral, saying, man, I think we can always do about a 3x or so of the all-time high, very, very realistically. Everything above that is like possible, but stretching our definition of most likely a little bit. And everything below, I think, is slightly too bearish. Where, again, it's a possibility that we only double or something in a bull run, but I think the probability should be at around, the expectation should be at around a 3x with some slight deviances from it. Whereas, for example, a Bitcoin, it could definitely even I'm going to say 3x where it is today over the next 12 months, right? It could. But the expectation before was about when Bitcoin was at like 40,000 was that we might go to 150,000 to maybe $250,000. Somewhere find an end there. Even slightly lower, maybe 140,000, because you have to think about where that would be in the lower parts of the run. Like right now, you're like, oh, it's only 40% up. But 40% up on Bitcoin means crazy up on all these other altcoins. Because generally, once Bitcoin peaked, that's when altcoins start to go on a run. And even now, I could still see XRP going for another month or two after Bitcoin already peaked. And right now, we're being edged like crazy, right? Where the $100,000 mark is not being breached, but we're so freaking close to it. And I think there's two scenarios, right? One is 100,000 gets breached, we touch slightly above it, come crashing down. The other is $100,000 been hit, and we go very, very quickly then, because then you know the amount of people selling at 100K just for fun, and just for the, I think for the culture, because at the end of the day, selling at 99,000 or 100,000 is basically the same. Why wait to 100K? Why would there be a big barrier there? Well, it's a psychological barrier to get over, and maybe people are like, oh, let's go short at 100 because people will sell there. But I'm thinking if everybody's got that same expectation and we went to 99.6, isn't that basically as much as hitting 100,000? Because it's like such a small percentage off right now. It's not like before where, you know, at $900, you're very, very far away from $1,000 still. But at 99.6K, you're practically at $100,000, right? It's $400 off, whereas before it's only 100. But percentage-wise, it's almost nothing. Whereas before, going from 90 to or from 900 to 1,000 is quite a significant number. And then again, from 99 to 100, in my opinion, is basically the same. But that's how people are seeing it now, in a more illogical way, if I had to give it my opinion. Just like how 90,000 is far away from 100K. Regardless, though, I mean, this feels like pure bull market altcoin season starts. Like all those 2021, but mostly 2017 coins, they're all going absolutely crazy. Some of the coins that were really, really popular amongst the older generation of hodlers, they're all just starting to absolutely flare up and go crazy. And I'm loving to see it because it feels to me like this is just whatever we've deserved for such a long while. All the people that have been holding for so incredibly long are still down like 50% on Stellar XLM, 80% on VeChain. Polkadot is kind of garbage, but today's doing well. Still 85% down. Algorand still 91% down. Phantom still 75% down. All these altcoins are still very much down. Even Cardano still 64% down, even though it's up 250% in a month. And I kept telling you guys this for so long that this is what the good market starts to look like, where the gains are all of a sudden day in, day out, right? XLM is up 400% this month because it just keeps going. It doesn't really take breaks. And that's literally what you want to see in bull markets, that there's no breaks, just continued crazy gains day in, day out. And as of some point, people get too bullish. They think it can never be over. That's when things start to collapse. But we're not there yet because a lot of people still think, ooh, should I sell? Should I sell? In the good times, people only say, no, I will never sell. I will sell at $75 per XRP and all those crazy things. You'll see it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm warning you now. In a few months, if we do not have a short-term correction here for a few months, you'll see people saying that XRP will not stop at $10 or $15. You'll say that people say that Bitcoin is going to go to $700,000 or $2 million, that it will never stop. That Solana, once it's at $600 maybe, they'll say that Solana can easily do a 10x from here still. People are going to start getting unrealistic because the gains have been going on for too long. Right now, the market is up, what, 20% or so in the last couple weeks for the total crypto market. It's a lot, but not that much generally, right? It's once you start tripling the market cap that things are like kind of scary because people think it will triple again, but at some point it won't, right? At some point it stops. Right now, dominance for Bitcoin is being slashed, which is really, really nice. because we already expect that to happen recently, right? We said back up to 60, which it just barely did, and then slash back down as people rotate from their altcoins into Bitcoin for the 100K sprint, and then right back out, which happened in almost the exact manner as we expected. Ladies and gentlemen, I will say again though, if you're looking for a platform to trade, check out the link down below to Blowfin. Right now, everybody can use it, so make sure you check it out. And if you didn't do it yet, make sure you go ahead and press the like button on this video. Also put the notification bell on because in case something happens, you want to be notified. Like I said, you don't want to miss anything. You gotta put that notification bell on. In case something crazy drops, you need to be notified. And press that like button if you haven't done it yet because you've got nothing to lose. And that's about it.